From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. Canada's premiers have an emergency virtual meeting scheduled this afternoon with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, where they'll discuss Donald Trump's threat of hefty across-the-board tariffs and Canada's next steps. Trudeau has called for a united front, saying the Team Canada approach works. America's president-elect has pledged a 25% import tariff on all goods coming from Canada and Mexico, and he says it will stay on until our borders are secured from illegal immigration and drugs. During an emergency Commons debate last night, Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland said Canada is absolutely committed to working with the U.S. to ensure our shared border is fully secured, and she noted America benefits greatly from our trade relationship.
Canada is essential to the United States' domestic energy supply.
Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre said Trudeau should have been better prepared for the tariff threat.
Trump had been saying that he would do this. He was elected 3 weeks ago. You'd think the Prime Minister would have been furiously planning, preparing, meeting with the premiers and talking about a counter plan during that time.
Nova Scotia Premier Tim Houston has led the Progressive Conservatives to an overwhelming majority win, bucking a trend in recent provincial elections that have seen incumbents roughed up by the electorate or soundly defeated.
Houston told his supporters that after standing on thousands of doorsteps and talking to countless Nova Scotians at their kitchen tables, he received this message during the campaign.
That message is very simple. Keep going. Keep going.
The New Democrats, led by Claudia Gender, are poised to form the official opposition, replacing the Liberals, whose vote collapsed across the province, leaving them in a distant third place. Thor's convincing win with an increased majority from the 2021 election followed a low-key campaign that saw Houston offer a no-frills, stay-the-course platform. Keith Doucette, The Canadian Press, Halifax.
The families of Paul Bernardo's victims are relieved that the convicted serial killer and rapist saw his third attempt at parole denied yesterday, but they say they're re-traumatized every time his parole hearings come up. The two-member panel needed only 30 minutes to reject his latest parole bid. It said while the 60-year-old has made some progress while incarcerated, significant concern remains about his risk to reoffend. And the Weather Network's chief meteorologist says we're in for a colder and more impactful winter after last year was the warmest on record. Chris Scott says the seasonal forecast suggests the cold comeback will be directed at Western Canada, but Ontario and Quebec won't be spared, especially in December.
Over the next week, there is a dramatic change that's on the way. That cold that's been locked over Western Canada for the last 10 days, 14 days, it is coming east. It's coming east in a hurry, and it will pack a real punch. So there's going to be a mad scramble for winter tires, mad scramble for salt.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Vancouver Canucks remain the best road team in the NHL right now. Vancouver blanked the Boston Bruins 2-0 in Boston and improved to 8-1-0 on the road this season. That bodes well for a squad set to continue a 6-game swing tonight when the Canucks visit the Pittsburgh Penguins. Just 15 shots for the Canadians as Montreal dropped a 3-2 decision to the Utah Hockey Club in overtime Tuesday night. It was the lowest shot total Montreal has recorded in a game since December of 2009. Habs head coach Martin St. Louis says his team needs to generate more offense and that having more shots makes a difference in a game. Blake Snell has agreed to a 5-year, $182 million contract with the World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. This according to a person with direct knowledge of the negotiations. The two-time Cy Young Award winner broke the news personally by posting a photo of himself on social media in a Dodgers uniform. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.